Hi everyone and welcome to this playthrough of Warhammer Age of Sigmar Champions. I'm joined by Jacob and Donny and we're going to be running a game today. We've done a few let's play videos teaching you how to play different bits of the game, but today we're going to go for a whole match and see who comes out on top. So,
cool.
Who are you playing, Jacob?
So I'm going to be taking on the Grand Alliance of Death, and Donny's going to be taking on the Grand Alliance of Order.
Yep. Okay, so let's get started, shall we? Straight into the placement phase.
Certainly. You can go first. So let's get our blessings down there first.
So first of all, 4 blessings out on the field, shuffled, placed across without you knowing.
Certainly.
Cool. Okay.
You can go first, Donny.
Okay, I will start with, I'll place a Liberator Prime.
So I'm going to place down 2 champions since I'm going second. So I'm going to put down 2 skeleton champions on either flank.
Okay.
Sounds good, sounds good.
So back to Donny.
Yeah, so I get to place 2 now.
Yep.
I will place Bandus Hammerhand, one of my uniques.
Yep.
And a Knight Heralder.
I'm going to put down my last 2, which is my Bloody Vampire Queen and my Hungering Vampire Lord.
Nice, a couple of warrior wizards in the middle.
Yep.
And then for my final unit, a Lord Relictor, my own wizard.
Okay, so now we've got all these out, we need to calculate starting health.
Yep, so I've got, my modifiers are all going to cancel out and leave me at exactly 30. Yep. How are yours looking, Donny?
So I get -1, 0, 2, and then 1 for a 2. They'll cancel each other out.
Yep.
So starting at 30, up to 32 now.
Okay, so now we need to get our starting hand. So player 1 takes 4, player 2 takes 5.
That's correct.
Okay, so let's get the game underway, starting with Donny.
Yeah, So my first action, I'll play a Long Strike Raptor. This is a Stormcast unit, so it completes the first part of my Knight Heralder's quest, forcing him to rotate.
Yep.
Now this unit deals damage to your opponent, increased by 2 if the highlighted champion is disengaged.
Which they
currently
are.
are.
So it does nothing this turn.
And then it'll do 2 damage, then nothing, and then 2 damage.
And at the moment, it'll be nothing 4, nothing 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully it stays that way.
Okay, and you've got one more action.
My last action, I will just pass to draw a card.
So for every, because you only did 1 action, you get to draw 1 card.
Correct. Every action that I pass, so you get 2. If I pass both, I get to draw 2 cards.
Okay.
I'm going to play the Murderous Vargeist on my Hungering Vampire Lord, completing the first stage of his quest, as it's a vampire unit, and do 2 damage to Donny.
And also, you are no longer disengaged.
Yep.
Okay.
So I'm going to lower the damage from that Long Strike Raptor, and I'm going to follow suit and just pick up the card.
Okay. So start my turn. This rotates.
Yep.
This deals 2 damage.
1, 2.
So that happens first before anything. And that rotating that card and dealing the damage from the Long Strike Raptor, that doesn't take any of your actions.
No, that's no actions. That's at the start. So if we go from left to right, everything rotates. But I only have 1 unit at the moment. So.
Okay.
And I will play another Long Strike Raptor.
Wow, they're all coming out.
From this guy, and I'll follow suit again and pass to draw 1.
So I'm going to rotate this in my battlefield phase to do 2 damage. Then I'm going to go to my action phase, get my 2 actions.
Yep.
I'm going to start with a Ravenous Crypt Ghoul on my Bloody Vampire Queen, which is a unit, satisfying my quest condition.
Okay.
Nothing this turn while it's got the X, but then it's going to do damage over the next few turns.
So can you just quickly tell me, obviously both of these were playing units to rotate. What are the difference between these 2 corners?
So this one was just a unit. This one's looking for specifically a vampire unit, so matching up on this tag here.
Okay, cool.
And I will pass to draw a card.
Cool. So start the phase.
Yep.
This rotates. There's an X here, so it doesn't currently do anything. This one rotates. This is 2 damage, increased by 2 because Jacob's champion is disengaged.
Yep, so I take 4.
Nice.
I will play a Paladin Protector, just another Stormcast unit. This reduces damage from the highlighted enemies, so it's these 3.
Okay, so the red squares are your enemy squares and green are...
Correct. So this prevents my highlighted allied units from being removed. And I will pass the draw 1.
Cool, so these are going to rotate. 1 damage, reduced by 2. 1 damage, reduced by 2. So no damage is getting through here.
He's doing good work.
But I will power through with a Cursed Strike from my Bloody Vampire Queen. It's going to do 3 damage to you, reduced by 2, so you take 1. And then I get to rotate a highlighted spell or unit 1 step backwards or forwards. So I'm going to put it 1 step forward. Cool. Get rid of it a little bit quicker.
So whilst commanding a unit, she is still able to use an ability.
Yeah, that is correct.
Okay, and then an ability, it plays out instantly and then goes straight to your discard.
That's correct. And because this is the ability symbol that matches up here, I get to complete a stage of my quest.
Okay. So people that are playing at home, their play mats quite possibly have an indicator on the side, don't they? That are
They
going to tell
certainly do.
them.
The ones that come with the campaign decks have a little guide to all of those
Yeah,
symbols.
these are obviously the ones that come as part of the Founders pack.
That is correct, yeah.
Okay.
I'm then going to play a zombie dragon, and as I play it, I have to discard a card. So I'm going to discard my Charging Black Knight.
Okay.
And this one does nothing this turn, and then it's going to do 2 and 4 rend damage, which ignores damage reduction. And because it is a unit, I'm going to complete a quest step.
Nice.
Go ahead.
Start my turn, so rotate. This is 2 damage.
So you rotate everything first, and then you apply all their effects.
Correct. So
this one's going to go away.
this expires because there's no corner.
And now
Stop all.
2 damage here, 1, 2, and an X there.
So something we actually just saw there that we didn't talk about. He's left the field because he rotated to an empty corner?
That is correct, yeah.
Okay.
So he is exhausted.
Yeah. Poor guy. He's hard at work.
He's battled his way through.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use an ability with Vandus for piercing shot. This does 3 rend damage to your opponent.
Yep. So ignores any of my damage reduction.
Because he dealt damage, he completes the first part of his quest.
Yep.
And then I'll pass to draw 1.
Cool. So I'm going to rotate everything.
Yep. So that one now leaves because it reached an empty corner.
Yep. So he's going to do 2 damage, and then 2 damage. So you're going to take 4 damage. I think my Hungering Vampire Lord is going to start casting an Arcane Bolt. So nothing then 7 damage. And I'm going to pass to draw a card.
So whilst he has that spell out, can he use an ability now?
He cannot. He is very concentrated on casting that spell.
Okay. So warriors can use abilities whilst commanding units, but wizards can't use abilities whilst they're casting spells because obviously they're kind of busy.
That is correct. Yeah.
My go? Yep. So we rotate. This is back to his original position, so he expires.
So much like moving onto an empty corner, rotating all the way around,
Yep.
moves them out of play.
And then this one deals 2 damage.
Down to 17.
Rotates. Quest should have rotated earlier.
I should have.
Forgot.
I'm very disappointed in you, Donnie.
It's okay. It's okay.
So he should have rotated before because he dealt damage earlier
Correct.
on.
Yeah, I completely forgot about that.
Okay.
I will also cast a spell. I'll do an Arcane Bolt as well.
Not for this. Everyone's throwing lightning bolts around.
And I'll pass to draw.
Cool. So these are all going to rotate. You're going to take 7 damage from these two. And then I'm just going to pass to draw 2 new cards.
Ouch. So 7 damage there and another 7 damage coming next turn.
Yep, so it's your turn now, Donnie.
Okay, let's rotate. This expires.
Exhausts.
Exhausts.
Yeah.
Yep.
Tired guy. Firing all those bolts around.
It is a lot of hard work.
Yep.
Okay, let's do a Paladin Decimator. It's another Stormcast, so this rotates the Night Heraldor again.
Yep.
And I will pass the draw one.
Cool.
Okay.
So this is going to go away because it's run out. This is going to go away because it's run out. And this one is going to do 7 damage to you, Donnie. I will go with a Murderous Vargeist on my Bloody Vampire Queen, which is a vampire unit. So I'm going
almost
to
all the way
complete a
around.
quest step and 2 points of damage. And I will go with a drawing of a card. That seems reasonable.
Okay.
It's not looking good for you right now, Donnie. You need
No,
to get some help.
same again. Arcane Bolt rotates, Paladin Decimator rotates, so 7 damage.
So I'm going to go down
And
to
then 1 damage.
9 after
I'm
that
saying
damage.
that. It's not. It's close.
Certainly is.
Vandus will use Piercing Shot for 3 damage. 3 rend damage.
2,
nonetheless.
3.
And what else?
I'll draw 1 again.
Okay.
So 2 damage coming in from the Vargeist, and the Arcane Bolt is exhausted and goes away.
So if you wanted to use her spell ability now, you couldn't perform anything over the top of this Vargeist. You would have to wait till he
That is
exhausts.
correct, yeah. So I will play a Frenzied Vargeist on my Hungering Vampire Lord. Nothing this turn, but next turn it's going to do 1 damage and remove your unit that's in front of me.
Okay.
And if it does remove the unit, I get a bonus action that turn.
Nice. So you get to take 3 actions.
Yeah.
And you could use that for drawing more cards if you wanted to.
I could, yeah. And I'm going to go with a Call of the Grave. So I gain 1 health, up to 7, and I get to put 2 units from my discard pile back into my deck.
Nice.
I'm going to shuffle these 2 back.
Any 2 units?
Any 2 units of my choice, yeah.
That's good. Start my turn while you're shuffling.
Yeah, I'm all done now.
So that expires, that rotates, dealing 2 damage.
1, 2.
I'll cast Warding Light. It's a spell. This will deal 4 damage, and I gain 4 health on the 3rd corner.
Okay.
But until then, it's an active, yep.
Correct. And then I will pass again to draw 1.
And when you heal, when he deals that damage and heals, He'll also rotate the Lord Rector at that point.
Because its quest is to heal.
Okay.
So I'm going to rotate both of these. So we got 1, 2 damage, and I get to remove your unit and get a bonus action this turn.
Okay.
And this guy's quest step is actually to remove a unit.
Oh,
so
okay.
something was removed, so he's going to rotate like that.
Yep.
And unfortunately for you, Donnie, opportunity strikes. So I'm going to hit you for 2 damage, increased by 3 if you have no units in play, which you don't because I removed it.
That's me
Oh,
dead.
there you go. So that's Donnie out. We didn't. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see any blessings come into play there.
We were
but
close.
we were close. Another. What would we have got if you'd got something on there? what would
So
the
next
play
turn, if I'd played this spell, we would have seen a Carrion Feast,
Okay, so what does that
which
one
lets me use a heroic act, so spend an action to do damage and heal, and I get to do it 3 times.
So that's 2 on each time. Yeah.
3, 2, and then 2.
Nice. Okay, so that should hopefully give you a good idea of how to play a game of Warhammer Age of Sigmar Champions. Hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, then please remember to like it, share it, tell your friends about the game, and we will see you next time.
Thanks.
See ya.